It was either today or never for NUP to file a petition challenging the 14th January presidential election results. On the last of the 15 days stipulated in the law for any petitioner to file, Robert Kyagulanyi's lawyers arrived at court premises in Kampala at 1:30 p.m. carrying piles of what they believe is reliable proof of widespread fraud that denied their candidate a win. Kyagulanyi scored 35.08% behind Museveni, who polled 58.38% of the vote.
What are you asking for?
One is a permanent injunction restraining Tibuhaburwa from ever participating in the elections of Uganda as a candidate because he's violent and he has openly and proudly said he's the master of violence. To restrain the army from participating in elections, to restrain the RDCs from participating in electoral matters, to declare that the election was a nullity, to order for fresh elections where we shall be meeting with somebody Museveni will be supporting.
And these are their grounds.
You must have been following and watching videos from across the country, polling stations where soldiers would come and invade polling stations, where they would come with pre-ticked ballots, where they would come and pick ballot papers, tick and then stuff into the box. You must have witnessed the inflation of the register. You saw how Museveni's votes were inflated. You saw how the entire electoral process turned into a war situation, a situation of terror.
It is the fourth time that results are being challenged in the history of presidential election in Uganda. Former Prime Minister Mama Mbabazi challenged the 2016 outcome and lost, while Dr. Kizza Besigye unsuccessfully challenged the 2001 and 2006 results. Besigye declined to do the same in 2011, describing the courts as captured by the incumbent. But the NUP team think otherwise.
You must let every Ugandan and every Ugandan institution do their work. The voters did their work, they spoke. The Electoral Commission did its work rather imperfectly. We are here to allow court do its work and execute its mandate. You want me to tell you the next step after court? You want to hear that? Yes, celebration.
It's now the legal teams of the three respondents, Yoweri Museveni, Electoral Commission and the Attorney General, who will appear on behalf of security forces to prepare to thwart the danger these claims by NUP may put the incumbent into.
It is far much better than taking to the streets, demonstrating, causing chaos and violence and all that. So the law gives the channels where your grievances can be addressed. And in this case, it's the courts of law. So as the election management body, we have to be prepared at all time that if such a matter comes up, we should be able to respond and address and make sure it is resolved lawfully.
It is not yet clear how many justices will be in charge, but sources told NTV the petition will be heard in an open place in Kampala because of the coronavirus pandemic. If NUP succeeds, the Electoral Commission would have to organize a fresh election within 20 days from the date of annulment. And if the petitioners fail, Museveni swears in May, and the clock is ticking. After this, the petitioner has to serve the three respondents in this case. And the respondents have 10 days within which to file their defenses here. And then the court will convene with the three parties and agree on the hearing procedures. And then we'll start hearing the case, which takes another 35 days. That means by law, the Supreme Court decision is expected within 45 days from today. Edward Muhumza, NTV.